5 minutes out. It is a super rainy day. Marie left for her days off today, and the plane wasn't able to come from Port Hardy, so Ted ended up bringing her in the Chuckwalla boat all the way there and picked up her replacement, the super secret, very special surprise.
You know me. Early bird, look at you. So wonderful, you made it. Thank goodness. Oh, I got a hairy head.
That's all right. That's okay. We're used to hair around here.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess I will be shortly too.
All right.
Pleased to meet you, Kevin.
Nice to meet you.
You met Pete before?
No, I'm Peter.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
I met
you.
your husband though.
Oh,
Great guy.
okay.
Great guy.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Had her from the start, all about it. Down the river, high tide flows around it. Through the whispers of pines, I hear them sing. The more you love, the more you live.
It's 8:45, and we're just prepping up some brunch. We have guests arriving possibly around 10 or maybe just after, depending on if they have to fuel up the heli. There's going to be a lot of fishing this week, and Randy's coming back. So, yay! Doing the whole guest experience again, which is a lot of fun. And what else is really fun is my mom is here.
And Mom's so happy to be here.
Dawson's Run! Oh my god!
It's for you.
Yay! Thanks, Yvonne! Oh, I'm so excited! I got a package in the mail. Eee! Usually every Wednesday we do a Dawson's Run, but we didn't do one last Wednesday, so today is Monday. Today's Monday. And they went and did a run. So, here it is, finally.
That's weird, eh?
Aww.
5x5, Kevin.
Jenny, I've had these on display in my kitchen for some time.
Down that one, display, Kevin.
I know you can make better use of them.
Coho jumping everywhere.
Charlie B. Cruisin', thank you so much.
Oh yeah, okay, well, hopefully it'll flatten out.
Oh, they're so sharp. They're so sharp. not pulling off fast enough. I keep burning my mouth.
Yeah, thanks.
It's so good. So, we're gonna head upstairs and show you around a bit of the second floor, and yeah, show you where the guests stay.
Okay.
Always got something to clean up.
Always something. Always on alerts for tidying things up. So here we are on the second floor. It's very inviting. It's very cozy. Lots of nice big leather furniture to cozy down in. There's games to play and fireplace to sit around and visit after a long afternoon of fishing.
What's your favorite part of the lounge?
My favorite part of the lounge, actually, are the lampshades. The artwork, the colors, the representation of the area, I just feel really adds to the room.
The library is really well stocked also. If you're feeling just like hanging out on a cold, rainy day, you can get a nice cocktail mixed up and then pick a book.
Yes, like the fireplace,
Yeah, get all cozy.
very cozy. So, the average room. I will take you to two different rooms. Room number 2 is 2 twin beds. And the rooms are all nice and cozy, kind of rustic cabin-like. The duvets are down and so warm. And then if you're chilly, imagine being chilly with a down duvet. You have this nice wool blanket you can pull up over yourself and stay cozy. Now each guest room has its own bathroom. And everybody has a shower installed in the bathtub so you can soak or shower. And the rooms get cleaned daily. And then our other room has got queen size bed.
Ooh, and the skylight.
And a skylight. So this room is very nice. And I do believe this photo is, would that be Good Hope?
I think so. There was a brother and sister pair of bears that lived here. They would always be around. We'd see them multiple times every summer. And we believe that their mom was hurt or they got separated somehow. And they were just kind of learning on their own how to survive. So this year we haven't seen too much of them. We might have seen one of them, but we figure they're grown up and split up now and doing their own thing. So hope they're doing well.
Hope they're doing well.
Good and Hope.
Good and Hope. And up on the second floor, we have this lovely storage room, which makes our workload easier because we're not running up and down the stairs quite as often. So not all the rooms are set up as the guest load doesn't warrant it, but we have usually 8 that are available and ready for guests. And there's also the dock rooms.
So at the end of the hall here, we have another exit, and that just goes out into the cannery. I love this picture.
Me too.
So these are the dockside rooms, across from the dock. And the last one here on the end is wheelchair accessible.
As you can see, I just have to put the clean duvet cover on the duvet. And other than that, this room is ready. And the room, as Jenny said, is wheelchair accessible. And this bathroom is amazing. It's got wall grab bars, lots of safety features, and the shower has the fold down seat, so people could be independent as possible. So yes, very considerate for guests.
Yeah, so these are the rooms that guests stay in while they're here. And this is about half of the job that Mom's doing right now while she's here, taking over for Marie. Marie will be back on Sunday. She's actually in Nelson. She was in Nelson and her plane couldn't take off because of all the smoke. So I don't know if anyone's looking at all the wildfires right now, but Kelowna area especially is not doing too good. So a lot of smoke in there.
Scary.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's our little room tour. Thanks for
Is this
joining
the
us. It really is. It is the best.
It's the best.
Yeah. And that's the baby seal too over there.
Showing off.
A breaching seal. Have you ever seen a breaching
Oh, did you see
seal?
that one? You can see it underwater there. I wonder if they're working together to rip that apart.
Yeah, I feel like they're not really fighting.
Well, the thing is, you couldn't get all that down there. Yeah, anyways, eh?
Right.
Let's see what they do there.
My name's Kevin. I'm a guide here at Good Hope Lodge, and we're just going to show you all the boats that we use up here. This is the guide boats. It's a 25-foot Ironwood. Very, very good platform for fishing, especially here at Rivers Inlet. It's powered by twin 200 Mercs V6 and a 15 horsepower kicker. It's both one engine's counterclockwise and one is clockwise, so it evens it out. It's nice for running big water. It's about as good as fishing boat as you can get here on the coast. I would say they're the top. These were designed for up at the Haida Gwaii, the Queen Shots at Langara Lodge. He was a part owner, Dave Johnston, and they designed this boat for up there, which is big water. And we don't fish in too big a water, so it's very comfortable boat to fish on. It's got all the amenities you can think of. We have, usually what we do is we're moochers. We power mooch up at the head, and then sometimes we'll go down to Calvert and then fish for our coho. When we fish for coho, quite often we'll downrig. We got 2 Scotty downriggers on every boat. We've got 5 rods for mooching and 2 rods for downrigging. They're all set up a certain way, and it's really good fishing. What this boat has for electronics is we've got twin VHF radios here. We've got a radio for to play music, and then we have Ray Marine graphics for our sounders and our GPS and for our radar. And it's very, very high-end equipment. Ray Marine makes very good stuff. It's made for the West Coast for sure. It's I think it's a 20-inch screen on here, and we can overlay the land on radar with our GPS. We also have AIS, which is Automatic Identification System. So every one of these boats, no matter where you are, we can be picked up. They're very well appointed. You name it, they got it on board these boats. For example, what we keep up in the front here is we will have full safety bags with tools, equipment, ditch bags for in case something goes down and we need emergency stuff. We have, every guide boat has an EPIRB, which is a satellite location which automatically activates if it gets into water. If it goes into water, it'll activate, send a signal to a satellite. The satellite will send a signal to Coast Guard, and they'll pick it up and they'll know our location where we are at all times. We also have on board AEDs on every boat, so in case our guests are having a heart attack or some issue, we can deal with it there. Like I say, there's not very many boats on the coast that are so well appointed for safety wise. The beauty of these kind of boats is for guiding for especially women. We have a head, a center head in these boats. So everybody can be going out and be rest assured you don't have to worry about a washroom or using a bucket. But yeah, that's pretty well a nice little setup with everything in there. It's got a light, it flushes, it's all perfect. Very good for guiding. The other requirements we have is like in the front, just in case of a breakdown engine or whatever, we always carry an anchor and a rope, and we also have a tow line, so we can hook up to another boat if something ever happens and we can tow ourselves in. So it's just super safety minded here at Good Hope, and we've never had too many problems like this, so it's just better to be ready for everything just in case.
Lammy, what happened to you?
Whoa. Lamb chops, he's escaping.
Manny was trying to do a run, all right?
He's trying to get away.
Yeah.
This is Peter's favorite tool on his boat. This is lamb chops. Yeah, he takes this and hugs it with him when he's not getting any fish. He's really quite sentimental about this, so we got to take care of it for him, you know.
We saved lamb chop for you, Pete. Don't worry.
Thanks. Okay, now this is Tinny, we call her, and it's what it is. It's the workhorse of the lodge. Whenever we're doing work on the pilings underneath, or outside on the booms, or painting somewhere underneath, this is the boat we use. It's been here for, well, I've been here 15 years, so it's been here longer than I have, probably right from the get-go. We use it to tow logs out of the harbor. In case of logs come in, they float into the harbor. So instead of letting them come in and hit our boats, we'll take them and tow them out and then get them drifting back. Anything you need to do on here, it's going to be work, and you don't have to worry. What we do is also we take our food scraps at the end and take them out into the middle of the ocean and dump them overboard. So then they're recycled by the fish, will eat them, and it'll biodegrade there. Everything here at Good Hope, we try to look at taking care of the ocean and not polluting and trying to give back everything. It's a pretty important thing for us up here, not to add to pollutions and stuff like that. So everybody here is on board doing all that. And Tinny is obviously powered by a 60 horsepower Merc. It's got all the safety features. Also, it's got AIS. It's got the radio in case of. It's got an anchor just in case of. And yeah, that's it for Tinny. So this is the Chuckwalla, and this is a boat that we use for in bad weather. And sometimes up here in Rivers Inlet in August and September we get a lot of fog. So sometimes you got to run people back to the mainland from here just to get them a flight to get home if they can't stay a day. So it's a nice comfortable ride for them. I think it's a 36-foot Eaglecraft Daigle built in Campbell River. It's a dual prop. You could stay on board this boat. It's made for long distance travel. It's got big tanks on it, and I think they're 300 horsepower diesel dual prop system outdrives. As you can see, it's got the main batteries, it's got a water system, it has filtering systems for the diesels, it's got propane for cooking here. You can sleep on board here. This is meant for like 2 to 4 people comfortable. You could fit 6 if you wanted for an extended stay. It's a very comfortable boat. It's got lots and lots of amenities too. It's made for big water too. Eaglecraft is a pretty solid boat, very, very heavy boat. And it also has all the fishing gear that we need for fishing also. It's got 2 downriggers for out in the salt chuck when we're coho fishing and things. It's got rod holders front, got rod holders on the back and midship. I think the rod holders are taken off now because we're just running people back and forth if we have to. It's more set up for fishing in bad weather, people that don't want to be outside so they can use it, kind of thing. But it was also Tony's son, Luke, was up here caretaking for the lodge one year, so it was a good safety boat for him, so they just have a boat that they could rely on to go back and forth anywhere they wanted to. If you want to come in and we'll take a look at this. So this table will fold down into a bed where you can fit 2 people. Not super comfortable, but there is room here for it. It's got an oven, diesel oven, that's all set up, and you can cook anything you want with it. And now it's got everything that you need. It's got twin systems for safety, just to have 2 fish finders, GPS, and radar. So if one fails, we can go to the other one. We always have 2 VHF radios on board just for safety, for again, if one goes down, you always have one to use. Quite often we run our own channel. We're on channel F5, and that's just so we don't disturb other people that are boating. Instead of going to 16 and then pick a working channel, we just stay on 5, and then we'll keep the other channel on 16 in case there is an emergency for somebody to take care of or whatever. This has Bennett trim tabs. It has searchlights. The bilge pumps are all automatic, and it's very, very good. We got a bow thruster in the front, so this boat can go in and out of tight spots pretty easy. For a big boat, it's nice to have a bow thruster. We have the lighting in here is all LED, and it runs, as you see, we got a red light here that we can run at night so you can see with good visibility. The downstairs is the sleeping quarters, and again, 2 people can sleep pretty comfortably down here. I'll let you come down and take a look, and you can just shoot around and then look at the washroom here.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's got that, and it's got some cupboard spaces here, and also I do believe some drawers in here. And again, safety equipment with E-perps, all the life jackets, ditching bag, oxygen, throw ropes, and quite a bit of electronics. Our electronics are all under here. It'd be a beautiful boat to cruise up to Alaska or up and down BC. And we take, all our boats go back to Shearwater up near Bella Bella, and they're stored indoors, all the guide boats. We'll keep the 19-footer inside the lodge here, the cannery, and we will keep Tinny here on the cannery also. The other boats, like I say, all the 25s, guide boats, we'll take them up to Shearwater, and they're undercover, and they'll get work on up there. They do a very good job of upkeeping and taking care of them. They're always very, very well taken care of. The Chuckwella and Tony's own boat, which is a 32-foot Ironwood custom made, and the Chuckwella go back to Vancouver. So in the spring, early spring, we run those two boats up here, and then every year we take our boats back to Bella and they store them there, and then we go pick them up at the beginning of the season, and that's it. Oh, it also has a rear helm station, so we can run the boat from back here. It's got a dual station up front, or we can run it back here with the 25 horsepower kicker, the Merc kicker. Again, it's got the depth sounder, charts, and radar all right here, so you can run it from here. It's nice for when you're fishing to be right tight to your fishing gear, so you can react closely if you get a fish. Yeah, it's very good. It's got the electrical plug-in, shore power. So when we come to shore, it all gets charged up, the batteries, and make sure it's always maintained. So this is Tony's boat, the owner of Good Hope. And this is what he had made in Ironwood. And Ironwood is a company actually based in New Westminster. He's the guy that made all our boats. And this is a one-of-a-kind 32-foot boat that he custom made for cruising and for his dogs, to take his dogs on dog walks. So we have a dog door, of course, and for diving. There's a lot of scuba diving that happens here, so it's an easy platform to go in and out. And we also have another boat that we take. It's a jet boat that we keep just for diving kind of thing, and for running around maybe up a river now and then. If you want to see this boat, it's pretty well like just the 25s, only a lot bigger. It's got a bigger screen, and this is a Simrad, I believe, screen. And it's a 24, or Furuno, that's what it is. It's a Furuno screen with, again, overlaying GPS radar. It has basically everything as the other boats. It's got two VHFs for emergencies and for talking to people to contact. It also has a head in the front. It's powered by twin 300s. These are Yamahas. We've just switched over the rest of the fleet to Mercury's this year. This is the first year we've done Mercury. So these ones are still in good shape, so I guess he's going to keep them for a little bit, but we'll see. Again, all the electronics and things are very well set up here. It's easy to read and well designed. Again, it's got the front here. We have storage with a washroom also, the same kind of deal. So you never have to worry, and everybody can be safe, and you can go up for a long time and not worry. It's very good for women, for sure. And again, it has all the safety gear possible. It's got EPIRB, it's got AEDs, it's got oxygen, and a big first aid bag. It's a The deck is set up for the dogs, so the dogs don't mark anything. It's all rubberized on the bottom. And great viewing platform. It's got lights everywhere in case you ever run at night. It's got big radar. It's got a big LED light up there for in case of you do run at night. We try not to run at night just for safety reasons, but now and then you might have to. So it's nice to have everything set up for in case of. Lots of storage. There's storage under all these lockers here. There we go. And again, pumps, everything, safety bags. And again, more storage here and storage on the sides. And that's it. It travels very good. This boat in a big sea is very, very good. It's I've been out in it. I guess we were in a 3-meter sea one day coming back, and it plows through it pretty good. It's a very, very heavy boat, and it really handles nice in a big sea. It's a very well designed, computer designed boat by Ironwood. So this is again a 19-foot Ironwood. When we were a business, ran as a business, as a fishing lodge only, the unguided boats would get these boats. That's what they would use. So they would have a 19-footer with everything ready for fishing. Now, because it's not a fishing lodge anymore, we've kept a couple of the 19s for maybe if some people come out by themselves and want to fish, they can. This boat has a jet on it, and it's an 80 horsepower Merc with a jet, and it's mainly used for basically for the scuba diving. It makes it a safe platform to be around people that are coming up, so they don't have to worry about a prop. And we also use it for sometimes maybe going up a river, not very far. It's a pretty V'd hull, so it's not a flat bottom made for a river boat, but we've taken it up a river before and they're pretty good. We've had a flat bottom river boat that we didn't work out too good one day. They took off the bottom, but that's another story. But this boat is, yeah, it's just a stock 19-footer with an 80 jet on it. That's about it.
This is a rowboat.
And this is our rowboat. It's, I guess it comes from the Tyee pool at Campbell River. It's pretty famous, the Tyee Club is, where you row in, you have a guide that rows you into a fish, and it's got to be over 30 pounds. And you have to use, not bait, you have to use a lure. And you sit here while your guide rows you. And there's quite a few people. It's been going, I believe, early 50s, maybe in the 40s at Campbell River, the Tyee pool. It's pretty famous for all the fishermen that know how the Tyee pool works. It's a pretty honorable thing to get in there, and you get your name in the book, and you get your name on a plaque that's up on the wall at the lodge. They're made by Hillmark boats I believe it is in Campbell River they're made. They're a very, very beautiful boat for rowing. Very stable, very easy to row, and yeah, smooth. And it gives a different aspect to the fishing when there's no noise. You just go out and you row yourself. Here we don't have a guide usually rowing. It's usually a person will take it out himself just near the lodge, or sometimes we'll put it on the back of a guide boat, take it up to the head, which is near the river inlet where we fish up at the top. And there's been a couple Tyees caught out of this boat, and it's a beautiful platform for fishing for one person or two. And there's some good videos out about catching fish out of here. And we'll see if maybe Jenny will put that video on with it. It'll be well worthwhile to see. It's a great watching video for sure. It's Luke and Sarah fighting the fish when Earl had his drone. Yeah,
I'll find it. I'll link
oh,
it.
he's got it. It's
Okay.
beautiful.
Nice.
It's beautiful.
Nice.
Okay. So this is a 19-foot Ironwood, and this is what, when we were a business, we set it up for unguided people to guide themselves out of. You can fish 4 rods here, and it's actually a very nice boat for fishing, because our Ironwoods are 25s. They're big and beautiful and nice to walk, but this is more maneuverable. So if you're in fishing tight into a kelp bed or something, it's very easy and responsive to move. And it's got the downriggers. It has a Simrad GPS. It doesn't have radar because we're always here all the time, I think. So we don't have to use it. It's a very good stable boat in big water. And we don't see big water very often. We're pretty well protected here when we're inside the inlet. Off of Calvert, or if we go to the west side, we hit some pretty good water. It can be, full west coast water. We don't fish over there too much. The only reason we go over there is for halibut, lingcod, and bottom fish. And it's good for fishing there, but not very often. Most people come here trophy hunt. We want to go to the head and catch a big fish and release it. That's the big thing. Fishing has changed a lot over the years, and everybody up at the head now is pretty well releasing all the big fish. It's a very neat thing to see. I've guided since 1993, and I was one of the guys that used to live for big fish. Now it's even better because you can release these big fish, and so many people are doing it. It's just really, really good to see. It's the new norm, releasing big fish. It seems to me there's been guys that have really come in and changed the concept of fishing and keeping them. We'll keep our coho, but we will release every spring here up at Rivers Inlet. It's just the right thing to do to protect it, because everybody wants their kids and their grandkids to be able to fish too. So why not? You get the sport of fishing, you're catching the fish, it's beautiful. It's even better to release that fish. The feeling that you have when you release a big fish is memorable. And there's lots of people that I've guided that have killed everything, and then it's hard to talk them into it, but if you can talk a person into it and they do their first fish, they're hooked forever. They'll release fish forever. And that's what we're trying to do here up at Rivers Inlet. It's working very well nowadays. Everybody is doing it, the whole coast, every lodge, everybody's talking people into releasing fish. It's a great thing to see.
Next week on Lodge Life, Tony and I are going exploring to an abandoned cabin in Johnston Bay. We did a little recon mission with the drone and found that it's quite close to shore. So we were able to paddleboard over, and I will show you what we found. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you haven't already subscribed, please do consider it to help my channel grow. Thank you so much for watching, and take care until next time.